Hey everyone! Today we're going to talk about a small coin that could be worth a surprising amount of money. It's the 1982 UK 20p coin. Now, I know what you're thinking, it's just a 20p coin, what's so special about that? But stay with me, because a few rare versions of this coin are actually worth hundreds, even thousands of pounds. So let's go back to 1982 for a second. That was the first year the 20p coin was introduced in the UK. Over 740 million of these were made. Most of them look exactly the same, with 7 sides and made out of a silver-colored metal called cupro-nickel. These coins are still in circulation today, and the regular ones are only worth their face value, just 20p. But here's where things get interesting. Every now and then, a mistake happens when coins are being made at the Royal Mint. And these mistakes, called minting errors, can turn an ordinary coin into something very rare and valuable. One of the most famous errors is a 20p coin that was struck on a bronze blank instead of the normal silver-colored one. So it looks kind of like a 1p or 2p coin, but it has the shape and design of a 20p. These are extremely rare. One of them sold for over £1,300 at an auction, and another sold on eBay for more than £230. That's a lot of money for a tiny coin. So if you ever see a 20p coin that looks copper or bronze instead of silver, don't spend it, get it checked. Another rare type is called the undated mule 20p. Now, in 2008, the Royal Mint changed the design of UK coins. They moved the date from the back of the coin to the front. But by accident, some 20p coins were made using one side from the old design and one side from the new design. The result? A coin with no date at all. That's why they're called undated. Around 50,000 to 200,000 of these coins slipped into circulation before anyone noticed. That might sound like a lot, but compared to the millions of normal coins out there, they're still very rare. At first, people were selling these undated 20p coins for thousands of pounds. One listing even asked for £7,000. But these days, a genuine one will usually sell for between £80 and £200, depending on the condition. Still, not bad for a coin you might find in your change. There's also a very unusual version from around 1990 that was made using the wrong type of blank. It came out looking copper-colored too, but it was a little smaller than usual. The Royal Mint confirmed it as a real minting error, and it later sold for about £1,400 at an auction. Just imagine finding one of those lying in a drawer. Now, you might see people online trying to sell regular 1982 20p coins for hundreds or even thousands of pounds. They might say things like first year of issue or super rare. But the truth is, unless there's something unusual about your coin, like an error or it came from a special collector's set, it's only worth 20p. That's it. So don't get tricked by sellers trying to make a quick buck. There are some special versions of the 1982 20p that were made for collectors. These are called proof coins and uncirculated coins. They were made with extra care and were never meant to be used as everyday money. Around 100,000 proof coins and 200,000 uncirculated coins were made that year. They're worth a little more than normal coins, especially if they're still in good condition or in their original packaging. There's also something called a pied fork coin. These are thicker than normal coins, twice as thick, actually, and made of silver. Only 10,000 pied fork 20p coins were made in 1982, so they're very rare and valuable to collectors. You won't find one of these in your change though, they were only sold to collectors. You might have heard crazy stories online about a 1982 20p coin being worth £30 million. Let me be clear, that's not true. There's no coin worth that much. That's just internet clickbait to get people excited. Real coin collectors go by actual auction prices and real data, not wild rumors. So what should you do if you think you found a rare 20p coin? First, don't clean it. Seriously. Cleaning a coin can actually lower its value because it can damage the surface. Just put it in a safe place, like a coin holder or a small plastic bag. Then, get it checked by a professional. You can contact the Royal Mint's collector's service, or send it to a coin grading company. They'll be able to tell you if it's genuine and give it a grade, which can help when you're trying to sell it. If it turns out your coin is the real deal, you could sell it through an auction house or even online on sites like eBay. But make sure you check what similar coins have sold for, don't just go by what people are asking. Anyone can list a coin for £1,000, but that doesn't mean it's actually worth that much. Always look at the sold listings to get a real idea of value. Coin collecting is fun because you never know what you might find. And era coins like the bronze 20p, the undated 20p, or the copper-colored one from 1990 are especially exciting. They remind us that even tiny mistakes at the mint can turn an everyday coin into something special. So the next time you're counting your change, take a closer look at your 20p coins. Check the color, is it bronze or copper instead of silver? Is the date missing? Does anything look strange or unusual? You never know, you might just be holding a rare and valuable piece of history in the palm of your hand. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more coin stories and money facts. And remember, sometimes the smallest coins can bring the biggest surprises.